Hello, hello, hello. So I finally got the energy to do the Divine Masculines reading really quick because, oh my God, I fell asleep after the Divine Feminines. Yeah. Huh? You got to hold on, Brian. I'm doing the reading. Okay. So thanks for tuning in. I did a Divine Feminines reading earlier. Um, and now I'm going to go ahead and do the Divine Masculines. And let's see what's been going on with the Divine Masculines for the end of this month. And then I will be doing another collective reading for June, the first half of June. Let's see what's going on with Divine Masculines from this point into the end of May. Okay, can I get 4 cards for the Divine Masculine? It's 2. Can I get 2 more? Thank you. And 1 more card for Divine Masculines. Yep. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have romantic feelings. Let's see. So we got, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of love. I feel like some of the Divine Masculines are finally opening up to receiving genuine love, and they finally are identifying what's genuine love. Then it says very soon. It says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I feel like some of the Divine Masculines are going through a process of realization who their Divine Feminine is and who they could be safe to love and get love back from. And this is dealing with them loving themselves first, them getting an understanding of who they are. It says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So it all goes back to, if you love yourself, you show other people how to love yourself, how to love you. And I feel like some of them are coming off of codependencies and they no longer want to deal with codependencies of dealing with people or dealing with someone. And I feel like they're honoring their romantic feelings now. It says your feelings are real and worth exploring. So I feel like I said, a lot of Divine Masculines are now feeling that it is safe for them to love the Divine Feminines. And to be loved by them. Let's confirm these cards. What is taking place with Divine Masculines? It is safe for you to love. Why is it is safe for you to love here? It says, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? You want to love this person. You want to be loved. I feel like some Divine Masculines are finally coming to the conclusion that they want to be loved by this person that they feel safe with. Why is very soon here for Divine Masculines? Quiet time. I feel like they're deciding internally what they want. They're not voicing it. They're not speaking about it because you got quiet time. They're quietly deciding what they want. It says take some quiet time alone to reset, to rest, meditate, and contemplate. Love yourself first. Why is love yourself first here? Independent. They want to become independent. This is something they're noticing, that the more and more they become independent, the more and more they attract love. This is them becoming more attractive on their own. And or they can be attracted at the fact that some of the Divine Feminines are very independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So I feel like maybe some are looking at the Divine Feminines as if they are independent and they want to become independent, or they like the concept of having an independent woman in their life. Because right now, I feel like some of them are dealing with codependent situations, and they don't want to be always dependent upon. Because, again, like everybody know, they got their own life just like everybody. But if they feel like they are the weight of a relationship, it can kind of destroy them and who they are. Why is codependency here for the divine masculines? Thanks for joining. Why is codependency here for the divine masculines? Angels, why is codependency here? Be strong. It says you are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So, like I said, some of them are coming off of an addiction of dealing with people or dealing with things like they had people that was too dependent on them. So I feel like they're coming out of this energy, and the universe is telling them to be strong, stand firm into what they want. You don't want nobody to be codependent. You don't want to be codependent because then you'll keep attracting that energy. But I feel like some of the divine masculines is tired of being being in a codependent situation. And I feel like this is why they're learning to love themselves first and become more independent, and they want to deal with independent situations. Why is romantic feelings here for the divine masculines? Oh, that's too many. Why is romantic feelings here? Like I said, it's the same thing. Receptivity. It says allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. So the more and more that they express their love, they will receive love. And this is dealing with the divine feminine. I feel like some of the divine masculines are really at a point of getting to open up their heart more, dealing with their divine feminine versus any other situation they dealt with, because they feel safe to love this person. And this person actually feels safe to love them. And I think this is something that a lot of divine masculines are coming to a conclusion with. Let's take another look. Let's see what the angel. Nope, not these. Okay, I'm missing some cards. Here they go. Let's do another confirmation just to see. Why is the divine what is going on with the divine masculines? Can I please get another confirmation? And then we're going to ask the angels, and this should conclude the reading. Let's see. Divine masculines. It says it is safe for you to love. Why is it safe for you to love? Can I get another confirmation for it is safe for you to love? Ooh, way too many. It is safe for you to love. Why is it says Pleiadians, double mission, channeling, and uplifting humanity. Like I said, once you open up your heart, be honest with what you want, you actually help to uplift. You're starting your mission. This is why the divine passion, it says you need to be honest, because the more honest you become, the more honest that you can become with the world. And I feel like it's more so something different. You feel like it is safe for you to love and to love this person. This person is a part of your mission. Why is very soon here? Trust the nudging. What is the nudging feeling trying to tell you? So, like I said, some of the divine masculines are going within themselves, and they starting to get synchronicities, and they starting to learn to decide. Okay, it's like this. They starting to learn that they manifesting what they want. If they have a negative outlook or not able to, if they start to realize they're blocking the love flow from their divine feminine in themselves, I feel like this is something that the universe is nudging them, like, you're causing your own situation because you're not being honest and you're not being direct with what you want. Why is love yourself first here? Exactly. I feel like I said, who or what is triggering you? I feel like the independent person, the divine feminine, is what's triggering the divine masculines to love themselves more. Why is codependence here? Codependency, pillar of light. Your vibrations is rising. You are the oracle. Like I said, they don't want to be in a codependent relationship no more, or a situation anymore, for the fact of it is It's not helping them to raise their vibrations. They're staying stuck because they're actually being dependent on. So this is a concern that they have 24/7. Why is romantic feelings here? Whoa. Why is romantic feelings here for the divine masculines? Why is romantic feelings here for the divine masculines? Angels. This is where you're... I said this same card came out with the divine feminines. They're bringing you out of darkness. They're making you open up to more of your feelings. They're showing you that just because everything else was dim and dark to you in the past doesn't mean that they're going to be dim and dark to you. So I feel like this is why you're opening up and you're starting to learn that you can express your love to this person. Like I said, I feel like you're now coming into conclusion of what you want more so over anything. I don't feel like the divine masculine is no longer in the dark spot no more. Even if they're like right at the doorstep of coming out, because they already know that they kind of manifested what was taking place in their lives for so long. And I feel like they learning that because of what they was attracting into their world, it was causing them to be blindsided by what was real for them. But this is all back to them having self-love and not self-hate. And this is why they no longer feel like they need to be dealing with a codependent relationship, because they wanted to feel like they were needed. Some of the divine masculines want to feel needed. It's not about need. Hello, how are you? It's not about the need of somebody or being the person that is needed. It's about, can we help each other to rise above all the things that we're going through? So they were so used to codependent relationships that now they're learning that they was just accepting that, and that's because their vibrations was very low. I feel like some of the divine masculines are realizing the reason why they wasn't receiving romantic feelings, or certain people was giving them romantic feelings they didn't understand because they were so used to that before. But they got to realize something. The reason why you was attracted to codependent people, and the reason why you was attracted to people that wasn't going to love you for who you were, because you have to set the bar for people to love you first. Why is it is safe for you to love here? Ooh. It is safe for you to love. What do the angels have to say to the divine masculines about it is safe for you to love? Peregrines. It says, pay attention to the thoughts and the ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. Like I told you, the divine masculines are learning. Their intentions is what's causing them not to be loved fully by certain people, or they was attracting the same type of people that was basically not love them but wanted to love from them. It's sort of like they starting to realize that they was causing a lot of narcissistic relationships because this is something that people was depending on them for. They was too given in so many situations, trying to find a direct love or feeling like whoever they was dealing with was going to reciprocate what they was giving out, which was dealing with their emotions. But they put their emotions so far into so many situations that they didn't feel like it was safe to love the divine feminines. But I feel like because they prayed for this love for so long, they had to go through all these codependent situations and not being able to find the love that they was given. So what ended up happening now, this is a tower moment for a lot of divine masculines. They're going through an awakening now of understanding that they created their hell on earth. So very soon you got divine order. Whew. Like I said, the universe is working on this. The universe is teaching the divine masculines to quiet themselves down, slow down their thinking, pay attention to what's bothering them and what's making them want to do certain things, because this is in divine order. Like I said, the universe is in alignment with this. It says everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. Basically, like I said, if you're being nudged about certain situations, before I feel like some of the divine masculines, the reason why they wasn't able to clearly decide what they want, it was too much noise going on around them, too much noise in their head. So I feel like the universe is causing them now to have a place where they're alone all the time so they can decide what they genuinely want. Because no matter what we say physically, emotionally, the universe is already connected to that. And what is going on, it's telling you to quiet down. Shut all the other noise off. This is why you're being nudged. It's telling you to quiet down. And the thing, you're listening now to your emotions. What's nudging you is your emotions. It's the universe way of channeling messages to you to tell you, okay, now you need to be direct. You got to understand what you're doing. This is why divine order is in play. That nudging feeling is your soul. It's your higher self being connected to source. Source is relaying messages to you so your physical body can understand what is taking place right now. Divine masculines. Why is love yourself first here? Like I said. Spiritual understanding. You're learning that you got to love your soul first in order to gravitate towards the things that's going to love you wholeheartedly. It says, I am bringing you eccentric information and symbols and helping you to understand spiritual truths. The more and more you love yourself, the more and more you connect to the source, you become more independent in yourself, and you're mirroring your divine feminine. And this is why you're learning that the patterns and the synchronicities that you've been receiving all this time is telling you this was something you was not doing. You wasn't giving yourself the full attention and love yourself. You was too busy dealing with codependent situations. This is why narcissists are basically involved with empaths because, or usually twin flames attract narcissistic people for the fact of it is they're made to cause blockages so we can learn lessons about avoiding stuff like that. Because especially if you're a person that has like, you're an empath like myself, we will attract people that will pull from us more than give to us. And that takes us off of our mission because that's not what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to give to those that give back so we can raise the vibrations of humanity. But a lot of us dealt with codependent situation. I'm going to call this a narcissistic situation. It wanted more from you than it could give to you. That's a narcissistic relationship. That's a narcissistic tie. So, like I said, I feel like a lot of divine masculines are noticing the patterns that they created. It's a part of them loving their self wholly, like soul level love. And that's what's causing them to realize that they no longer want to deal with the codependency situation because now they was attracting this 24/7 into their life. Why is codependency here for the divine masculines? Like I said, comfort. It says, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. You've been so dragged, divine masculines, through the dirt. Being everybody else is basically everybody's flunky. It's time for you to take back what belongs to you, and that's this codependent. Hi, honey, how are you? It's time for you to take back what was given to you, and that was your strength. I feel like some of you are starting to get your strength back in the connection, dealing with people, and learning that because of you, you're the light for so many people. You are a part of the pillar of light, meaning that the universe is going through you in order to give messages and to heal the earth. Everything is doing well. Thanks for watching, Miss Karina. So when I see comfort, the universe is telling you now, take comfort in yourself. Do not be dealing with codependent situations because you're causing yourself not to do what you're destined to do. Why is romantic feelings here for the divine masculines? Okay, we got quite a few, and I'm going to take them all because it might mean something. So romantic feelings, it says prosperity, outdoors, indigo and crystal children. So I'm going to actually take this real quick because it makes me understand. Romantic feelings, it says your feelings are real and worth exploring, right? So once you actually, this is like, I feel like they have so much love for their divine feminines. But like I said in the past, the divine masculines wasn't used to giving love because some of them cut their emotions off. They taught themselves not to have emotions once they see one wrong thing dealing with a connection with somebody. So now I feel like very soon they're starting to decide that they want this romantic feelings back. That's why they got receptivity. Because they know in order to receive love, they got to give love. It says, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. So the more and more they be honest with their romantic feelings about the divine feminine or coming, I feel like a lot of them are focused more on the connection now with the divine feminine than anything. Because this is the person that is supposed to give them the direct love. And that's why I feel like a lot of them are now learning to express their feelings, or they want to express their feelings. If your divine masculine haven't yet, they're going to, because now they're learning that they was dealing with so many codependent relationships that was taking more of their energy and their love versus them receiving the same adequate amount of love from somebody, which is unconditional love. So it says the intention, rite of passage, crossing the threshold, they coming out of the darkness. Like I said earlier, they don't want to be in that dark space no more dealing with relationships. And the only person that could get them that love is who? Their divine feminine. It's a part of their mission. They're indigo children. They're protectors of the children of tomorrow. Divine masculines is made to teach other sensitives. Just like the divine feminine. If you're an empath and you're dealing with other kids, like I have kids. I have a 10-year-old, a 6-year-old, and I have an 8-year-old. And my 10-year-old has more of a way of, she has, how can I say it? She has the ability of seeing things in her sleep. Then my son, he has the ability of sensing things around that's negative. So if me and my divine masculine wants to be in a connection, being so he's an empath like I am, using this as an example doesn't mean that your divine masculine is an empath, but 90% of us, we probably are. And what happens is, because he went through the ability situation and these kids is growing up, he's able to teach them early on what he was not taught. Because like I said, a lot of our generation, our parents wasn't the ones that taught us, because they wasn't aware of kids having abilities, especially if you're in the African American community. We're told that that's crazy. That's just, oh, you just got an imagination. But what they don't realize, that's not just an imagination. Sometimes we have visions of things as children that we're able to predict. And a lot of parents in our age wasn't able to raise us with that. The reason why I feel like the universe is waking a lot of divine masculines in our time up in our divine feminines is because of the fact we're here to teach the next generation how to use these abilities early on. So this makes sense. He know he has to come out of the dark. He has to love himself and love other people. So then he could teach the upcoming indigo children and crystal children how to do the same thing, how to identify, genuine love, how to not deal with karmic situations. They're going to be a step ahead of us. Prosperity. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. Everything's lies with them opening up their heart and expressing their feelings. I feel like a lot of divine masters, if you haven't already, you're going to soon start doing this. You're going to start basically paying attention to the fact that what you did not put in, the reason why a lot of your karmic things, the reason why you couldn't get jobs, why you wasn't able to go to school and finish school and stuff like that. Like I told you, you was in codependent situations. So it actually caused you to knock off your prosperity. And that the only person that was able to understand that was your divine feminine. So I feel like this is for the ones that's in communication with the divine feminine. They knowing that their abundance lies within that connection. They have to change the way that they look at this connection. It's not like every other connection they dealt with. They were so used to saying like, oh, like prime example, all women are the same. That's the number one saying. But they had to realize not all. You can't treat everybody the same. You can't love everybody the same. You have to love everybody differently. And now I feel like this is where they starting to come into cahoots with that this connection is not a codependent situation anymore. This is something that's really for me. Like this person wants to pour into me as much as I want to pour into them. And they have no type of prejudice against it. Outdoors, go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with the nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. For some divine masculines, once you open up, like I said, you're dealing with a codependent situation if you are. The reason why you're so stressed out is because you're being in a codependent situation where somebody's dependent on you 24/7. You can't do nothing for yourself. So the universe is telling you, get outside, go do things for yourself now. It's time for you to take that breather. It's time for you to take that chill pill and focus on the divine masculine, not everybody else. And I feel like you want to love somebody deeply, but you want to be loved as well. This is all going back to you paying attention to what the universe is telling you. Love yourself first. The more and more you respect yourself, you give people, if somebody can't love you for you being you, then they don't fucking love you, okay? They never fucking did. You can't sugarcoat that. And I think you try to pull so much divine masculines on certain people to love you and try to get them to see that you're a lovable person. But these people still never love you because, again, they was codependent on your energy for you to love them. They thought they was the bad bitch or the bad man. Take where energy lies. They felt like you had to praise them. They felt like they was the queen, the HBIC or the HBIN. It don't work that way because now you're not exploring your real feelings. You're trying to show your feelings, but this person wasn't respecting it. So this is why they tell you be strong, stay away from the codependency. You have to stay away from the codependency. This is your biggest problem because if your lights get dim because of these people, it's gonna now become a part of your fault. Don't get too comfortable with people taking advantage of you. Do not get too comfortable. For some reason, I want to go in a little deeper. And I don't know why, but I am. I think I am. Let's see what lessons that you have to learn dealing with this connection. It seems like the divine masculines always got a little bit more for me to pull from. Like, I'll get done with the reading, but it's still more that's lingering that needs to be said to you guys. And I don't understand. Woo! Listen, divine feminines is just like straight to it. I'm not saying they doing anything right now, but some of them are really doing the work because they really want this thing. They really want that abundance. They really want the happiness. And I'm not trying to be funny. If you're a divine masculine and you watching this, the divine feminines are pulling you guys through. Regardless of what, if you go to their reading, you watch their reading right now, what a lot of divine feminines are, they're pulling the strength within themselves to keep going and building things, and they becoming more creative with life so that way it can open the doors for you. Okay, let's see. Why is it safe for you to love here? What lessons do the divine masters need to learn? Services. It says, I feel good when I can help others. We know you want to help others. I put it like this. Let's dissect this again. This is a lesson that I feel like you learned from dealing with a situation. It is safe for you to love. Like I said, some of you are opening up your hearts now to love this person, the divine feminines. I still feel like this is a divine amount of love, but they wasn't they wasn't giving you back the same equal amount. But the divine is telling you, do you really want to love this person? Not. Like, it's time for you to actually decide. So that way we can help you manifest this into reality. It says, be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself. Do you really want this person to love you back, or you want to love this person? Like I said, the divine masculines, you've been shying away from this person for so long. Like I said, this is for divine masculines that is in communications with their divine feminines. This is what the energy that I'm actually picking up on. You've been you watching this person leave out of your life. And this is what I'm getting from this. You're watching people, you watching your divine feminine get ready to walk in your life. And because you're not being honest, this is all because you're not being honest with yourself and you're not being honest with the divine feminine. Pleiadian is double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Like I said, both of you guys are on a mission. But it's not until you accept the mission that the mission can be completed. This is why the universe is telling you, have clear cognizancy. Pay attention to the thoughts and the ideas that you're portraying, because you know why? You're manifesting this reality. You have to focus on this love that's going to love you back. And then you feel good about doing it. You want to help your divine feminine. She wants to help you, so why are you not making it happen? That's what you both are here for. I think some of the divine masculines are coming into realization of this. Why is very soon here? In decisions, you still got to make the decisions. This is why the universe is putting you in timeout right now. Because they're giving you the signals and the synchronicities that tell you, listen, this is time now. You got to make this move. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. This is why you're in a quiet space, because now the universe is telling you, decide what you want, bruh. I'm not going to keep holding this beautiful woman that I created for you. This is your rib. I'm going to let her go. She's going to have to be with somebody that she loves. She has to continue her mission. What's going to end up happening, a lot of divine masculines, I feel like some of the divine feminines are going to come in communications with a soulmate, and you don't want that. And I feel like a lot of divine masculines don't want that, so they add a tug of war with themselves. They can feel it coming in. They can feel it coming in. So I feel like a lot of them are going to start deciding what they want. Then where love yourself first came in, you got death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. A lot of divine masculines know that they have to stop allowing people that did not love them to be involved with their lives. So this is something that they had to learn. How to end the things that, the ones that never loved them, they had to end not loving themselves so that way they could stop attracting people that did not love them either. And this is something that's dealing with them being more independent. This is so that way they could be, this is a part of them loving themselves, I feel more so. It has nothing to do with the divine feminine. Because they're mirroring the divine feminine. This is why the divine feminine, they noticing that the things that they do is the same thing that their counterparts do. I don't know what made me laugh because I feel like some of them notice. And they starting to notice it. So this is why the universe is saying, I'm giving you spiritual insight now. I'm giving you spiritual insight so that way you can understand that what you do, you're causing the afflictions on yourself. People is mirroring what you're allowing them to mirror, and that's them not loving you because you're not showing them how to love you. So I feel like a lot of divine masculine says, I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. You have to let go of the people that do not love you for who you are, divine masculines, and I feel like a lot of you are coming to that understanding. Why is codependency here? What lessons is this? Change. Told you. You no longer want this codependent type of bullshit. You can't keep attracting it. It says, I understand that nothing can move, can grow or evolve without movement. So if you stop putting your energy into a codependent relationship, listen, this is how this goes. Somebody may have an addiction to you, or you may have an addiction to somebody. But the only way to change that is you being strong about your decisions of not no longer dealing with this codependency. And that's only because you are made to be the light. You're made to be the light. You're made to show everybody else how to love. You're made to show what unconditional love is. You can't spread love with somebody that actually does not love you. Comfort. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. The universe is helping you to heal this codependency. And I feel like for some divine masculines, your codependency is for people to accept you. That I don't feel like it's no addiction. Your addiction is just of being accepted and wanting to be loved in a certain way. The same energy you putting into people, you want that back. That's not a bad codependency. But what other people is portraying for you is very bad because they can't give you the same love that you're giving them. So you have to change the way you love certain people. The one that's codependent on you. You got to stop loving people that's codependent on you. Because are they going to throw the same equal amount of love? You can't. Listen, some divine masculines want to feel like they're needed, not wanted. You should want to be wanted. Because what end up happening, they're going to want you for you. If you want to be needed, being needed means that this person is going to depend on you all the time. You can't do nothing wrong. You can't go nowhere. You can't be you. You want to be wanted. Because I mean, that person is going to accept you no matter what. That's the codependency that you have a problem with. And I feel like a lot of you need to change that. Don't be wanted. Don't be needed. Be wanted. Because that means somebody wants you wholeheartedly. And it's weird. I think I'm going to do a live on my Facebook because this message just came along. And I think this is going to be a collective message. I'm going to throw another video up. But I feel like this is a big thing with the divine masculines. This is definitely a big thing with some of the divine masculines. They want to be needed. You don't want to be needed. You don't want to be needed. You want to be able to be wanted because then that means you and this person to have an equal amount of respect for each other and you're able to move things differently. So get away from codependencies. I'm definitely going to do another live because this message is really like popped in and it's heavy on me now. Okay, why is romance here? Pride. Your pride sometimes stands in the way of you loving this, of being loved. Because certain things is blocking you from being able to show love to this person or to really actually open up and be romantic with somebody. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. You try to see yourself in everybody. You try to have romantic feelings for everybody and show them that you're genuinely that person. But you can't do that to everybody, Divine Masculine. So if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share. I want to actually I'm going to do a collective reading in a little while because there's a message. And it's dealing with codependencies. It's dealing with a type of codependency where you don't want to be needed. You want to be wanted. There's a reason I keep saying this. So if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and share. And I'll be back live shortly.